Nice to meet you. You are head coach of one of the best club of United States, Michigan State. This is the same
break.
This is the
Michigan. Michigan State, totally different.
Michigan.
Yeah.
This is the same like I talk interview with Bill Zedick or Denis Sargus. This is the same. You're head coach of national team. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the head coach at the University of Michigan, and we have a freestyle club, the Cliff Keen Wrestling Club. And I've been involved. I've done a lot of coaching for guys that have been on U.S. teams, and over the last couple of cycles, guys that wrestle for other countries as well. So I've been involved pretty much since I stopped competing myself in 2000. I've been heavily involved at all these different levels.
You know, Denis Sargus become head coach Russian wrestling team.
Yeah.
What can you say about this?
Yeah, you know, honestly, when I first started going coaching international, it was when Dennis was young. Him and and actually Kudakov were coming over to wrestle New York Athletic Club tournament. They were young guys. That was the first time I saw them, and they were obviously really, really good, pretty special wrestlers early on, and then obviously they continue to grow into great champions at the freestyle level, and always a lot of great matches back and forth with our American guys and Sargus. So he's a great competitor.
Wrestling match against Adam Saitiev is the classic of Russian American противостояние.
He said your match with Adam looks like classical match between USA and Russia.
And what you remember of this match?
Yeah, it was back. I think that match was in 1998, and I knew Buvesar already. He had already sort of established himself as a champion. Adam was already well known as a young champion, and it was just a great match. I knew a lot. I had seen him wrestle a little bit. I knew he had a really good inside trip. I knew he was flexible. He had great technique. I actually think he's largely I think he was a great technician, maybe even more so than his brother, just technically, but. I sort of wanted to feel his inside trip. I remember that was a big thing. First one he tried, I countered him and took him down off it. They sort of countered as a slip. Second one, I sort of held in there too long and felt it. He got me with it, but we were back and forth, takedowns. Just a great match, win a sudden victory. I thought I had him in regulation, and then I also thought he was tired, so I sort of rushed his shot. I was trying to get him when he was a little tired going into that overtime period, but just a great competitor. I mean, it's always fun. I mean, that's why you wrestle. That's why you wrestle international. You want to wrestle the best guys in the world, and at the time, Adam and his brother were two of the best in the world. So it was always fun. You want to wrestle the best guys, and it was a great match, great opportunity.
Russian American wrestling match, it's always very fast speed,
yeah,
and amazing power,
yeah,
and very interesting sujet.
Yeah.
And you with Adam show this is.
Yeah, there was a lot of scoring, a lot of action. It was a physical match, technical match, good pace, a lot of action the whole time, all the way through, right to the very buzzer. So yeah, just with great wrestlers. I was actually in a tournament too with his brother it was 1996 over in Greece, but I didn't get a chance to wrestle him. So I was really I was always excited to wrestle with Adam, and just a great competitor.
It's like you almost win.
Yeah.
You thought you win.
Yeah.
You up your hands, but
You up your hands.
After another time, Adam can take down. What happened?
Yeah. Honestly, I did. I thought I won. They awarded the points. Even Adam.
Concentration.
Adam thought he lost. You can sort of see if you watch the video, look on his face, because back then there was a rule: if you hit your elbow off the takedown, it was 2 points. And I drove him out of bounds. He hit his elbow. He knew it. He shook his head. He knew. And they held up the scores, and then they changed the score to make it only 1 point, so it was a tie. And I really, it was really, like I said, I sort of thought he was fatigued, and I wanted to try to get to his legs fast, but I probably should have waited. Better setup, better execution. I just got excited because I thought he was tired. I thought I had him on the ropes right at that moment, and I wanted to get a quick attack off. But yeah, I mean, it was a fun match. Like I said, great battle, and it was just grateful I got a chance to wrestle him.
You're not angry on Adam Saitiev that lose, or you're proud of your career?
I mean, it's you wrestle as hard as you can. I mean, it was a match that that call could go either way, and I could easily won in regulation. I mean, obviously, every time you step on the mat in this sport, you want to win, and I wanted to win. I wasn't that excited right after that match, but that was a long time ago. that's wrestling. I still had an opportunity to win that match in sudden victory, and I didn't pick a good shot selection on that match. Didn't get to a good finishing position, but that's wrestling. I mean, you want to wrestle the greatest guys. All those opportunities to compete. You get to test yourself against the best guys in the world, and when you look back on it, that's what I'm thankful for. That I was able to do that and wrestle some of the best in the world, and I won some of those matches. I lost some of those matches, but it was a great journey, and just thankful I got to wrestle all over the world.
You have phone number of Adam Sайтиев, and now how often you speak with him?
I don't speak with him a lot. I see him at tournaments. When I'm overseas and stuff, I see those guys. I'll talk to them and say hello. But I don't call on the phone, nothing like that. But just you know everybody. Everybody, it's a small circle when you start talking about the international piece. And I think there's just with especially a lot of the great Russian wrestlers, a lot of our great American wrestlers, it's very competitive, but there's a lot of respect for what we do and the level we all do it at.
A student of Adam Sайтиев, Razanbek Jamalov, won Olympic Games, gold medal. What can you say about this? And are you expected?
Yeah, I thought, you could sort of see, even a few of the guys Adam's been working with, you sort of see his style translating to some of his wrestlers, and some of the things he does technically.
And next question, do you think is this result of high level quality of his coach, Adam Sайтиев?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's, great, like I said, great technician. You can sort of see that in the way he competes, great mental composure. So, you can tell he's around, a champion mindset and mentality. And that's really what's sort of fun right now is it's sort of full circle because now a lot of us that were competing back then, we have guys we're coaching all wrestling each other. So it's sort of coming full circle and that's what makes our sport so great.
Now Adam Sайтиев take part of Russian team. He will help Denis Sargush. How do you think?
Can Adam help to better result than before?
Yeah.
And can he improve national team result and skills?
Yeah, I think for a country you want your greatest champions, your greatest wrestling minds working with your wrestlers, and and that's one of the things that I think has really happened in the United States. We have clubs all over the country now. Some of our greatest wrestlers and greatest minds have been working with the young kids in America, and it's really built up our depth. And and I think that's showing in all our results at the different age levels. U17, U20, seniors. We've got a ton of depth, and it's from that kind of system. And I think it's wise if they start working in that way with Adam and Sargush, and because you want your greatest wrestling minds working with all the wrestlers around the country, and you want to pull as many of those guys in and put them together as you can, and that's one of the things that's really happened over the last 8 to 10 years here in the United States.
And last question, you have a few students on Real American Freestyle, for example, Bajrang,
Austin Gomez, Bajrang,
and what's your opinion? Who will surprise you and supporters on this tournament?
Yeah, no, tonight's going to be a lot of fun. We have 4 guys wrestling, Austin Gomez, Bajrang, Real Woods, and Jacob Cardenas, and they all have good opponents, so it's going to be some great wrestling. We just want to see, a lot of point scoring, a lot of action. This is also about entertainment tonight, so we want to make sure that the wrestlers are putting their best wrestling on the mat. But super excited for our guys. I think they're all gonna put a great show on tonight, score a lot of points, and hopefully all get their hand raised.
What score will in the match Diaka Michales Bajrang?
That's going to be a really interesting match because they've wrestled several times, and I think, Yanni's won the first 2, I believe. They've wrestled twice. He's won the first 2, but I think the last time they wrestled was at Worlds. So building off that match from Worlds, I think for Bajrang, as long as he's protecting his legs early, I think he can get the win.
And last question.
Yeah.
Bajrang have chances to win Olympic Games, LA Games 2028.
I'm not sure exactly what his plan is for competition. I'm not sure, what his international plan is. We haven't talked about that. He comes over and trains with us quite a bit. So, he's stationed really in India, but he comes over and trains with us. He's a great training partner. He's just a great, all-around great person. So he's a great fit for our room. And at Michigan, we have a lot of guys come in to train. My job is to build the best wrestling environment in the world. So I got to bring in guys from all over as training partners, and we've been doing that with Bajrang for several years. And he's always great to have in our room. He sort of wrestles in American style. He's very physical, a lot of hand fighting, a lot of underhooks. Just creates a lot of pressure when he wrestles. So you know, it's been a great partnership, and I'm looking forward to watching him wrestle and getting a chance to coach him tonight.
Шон Бормет, before the first tournament of Real American Freestyle. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good to see
Yeah,
you.
thank you. I'll see you in Croatia. Yeah.